Introduction. Imagine yourself lying down, breathing slowly, letting the weight of the day fade away. Tonight, we travel far back in time to a land of golden sands and endless skies. A land where the Nile flowed steady and calm, carrying life through the desert. This is ancient Egypt, a place of mystery, beauty, and wonder. As the stars shimmer above the desert horizon, imagine the sound of water moving gently along the banks of the Nile, palm trees swaying in the warm night breeze, torches flickering along temple walls, the air filled with the faint scent of incense and the soft whisper of prayers. Our story tonight will take us through three great wonders of Egypt's past. First, the life of Cleopatra, the last great queen of the Nile. Then, the secrets of how the mighty pyramids were built, standing tall against time itself. And finally, the journey into the afterlife, guided by the sacred Book of the Dead. So close your eyes. Let your imagination carry you. Together, let's step softly into history.
Cleopatra, the last queen picture. A young girl born into a palace in Alexandria, a city that was a beacon of knowledge and trade in the ancient world. This girl was Cleopatra, born in 69 BC into the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek family that had ruled Egypt for centuries after the conquest by Alexander the Great. From her earliest years, Cleopatra was surrounded not by toys, but by an ocean of knowledge. She was a polyglot, a master of languages, able to converse in not only Greek and Latin, but also the ancient Egyptian language of the people she ruled. She studied philosophy, rhetoric, and mathematics, and her mind was said to be as captivating as her famous beauty. As she grew older, she became a woman of striking intelligence and an uncanny ability to connect with people. Unlike her predecessors who clung to their Greek identity, Cleopatra embraced the Egyptian culture, appearing in public dressed as the goddess Isis and earning the love and respect of her subjects. Her connection to the people made her a formidable ruler, but her life was a constant struggle for power. At just 18 years old, she was made queen alongside her younger brother, Ptolemy XIII, but their shared rule was filled with court intrigue and betrayal. Plots and conspiracies were as common as the sand of the desert. In a legendary moment of desperation and brilliant strategy, Cleopatra faced exile. She needed to regain her throne, and she knew the only way was to win the support of the most powerful man in the Roman world, Julius Caesar. She is said to have had herself rolled in a rug and smuggled into his presence. Imagine that dramatic moment. The carpet unrolled, not revealing a simple gift, but a young queen standing tall and proud, her eyes calm yet determined. Caesar was immediately captivated by her intellect and audacity, and she secured his support. Together, they reshaped Egypt's future. She bore him a son, Caesarion, and for a time her power was unshakable. But history, like the Nile, is always flowing. After Caesar's assassination in Rome, the political landscape shifted dramatically. Cleopatra formed another powerful alliance, this time with Mark Antony, one of Caesar's key generals. Their story, immortalized in countless tales, was not just one of passionate love, but a strategic partnership of immense political ambition. They feasted together, sailed the Nile on magnificent ships, and envisioned a new empire that would blend the might of Rome with the eternal wisdom of Egypt. Antony, enchanted by Cleopatra's charm and intelligence, showered her with territories and titles, much to the outrage of Rome. However, their shared dream came to a tragic end in the great naval battle of Actium. Their forces were utterly defeated by Octavian, Caesar's heir and Antony's rival. As Octavian closed in on Alexandria, Antony, believing Cleopatra was dead, took his own life. Faced with the prospect of being paraded through the streets of Rome as a conquered queen, Cleopatra chose her own destiny. Legend tells us she allowed a venomous asp, the symbol of royalty in ancient Egypt, to bite her. She ended her own life, choosing dignity and freedom over submission. She was only 39, but her name still lives, a symbol of brilliance, cunning, and enduring strength that continues to fascinate the world. Secrets of the Pyramids. Now, let us leave the marble halls of Alexandria and step into the vast golden desert, where silent giants of stone rise against the sky, the pyramids of Egypt. Their sheer size and precision are almost incomprehensible. The Great Pyramid of Giza once stood nearly 150 meters tall, built from an astonishing 2 million stone blocks, each weighing several tons. Even today, they remain a source of mystery and awe. Close your eyes and picture the scene thousands of years ago. The blazing sun high above, the relentless beat of drums, the sounds of chisels striking stone, and the unified voices of thousands of workers chanting as they hauled massive blocks across the sand. For a long time, it was believed that these monumental structures were built by slaves, but archaeology has painted a different picture. The builders were skilled artisans and laborers, organized into highly efficient crews. They were well fed and paid for their work. Their living quarters, discovered near the pyramids, showed that they had access to bakeries, communal dining halls, and even medical care. They were part of something far greater than themselves, a national project that connected them directly to the divine. How did they move such enormous stones? The theories are fascinating. Some believe they used wooden sleds dragged over wet sand. The addition of water to the sand would have drastically reduced friction, allowing the massive stones to glide more smoothly. Others imagine great ramps spiraling around the pyramid, rising higher and higher with each new layer of stone, carrying blocks slowly to the sky. More recent theories suggest the use of sophisticated water channels and hydraulic systems, a testament to the ingenuity of ancient Egyptian engineering. Imagine the coordinated efforts of thousands of workers pouring water down ramps, a human chain of labor guided by the careful plans of a master architect. At night, when the heat of the day subsided and work stopped, the desert would grow quiet. Workers would light torches and large bonfires, and the half-built pyramid would glow against the dark, starry sky. Above, the Milky Way stretched like a shimmering river, a cosmic guide for the builders below. The pyramids were not just tombs. They were believed to be cosmic stairways built to help the pharaoh's spirit ascend to the heavens and join the gods. The Great Pyramid itself is aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal points, north, south, east, and west, and its passages align with specific constellations. It was a physical and spiritual connection between heaven and earth. Think of the incredible patience it must have taken. Decades of work, generations of families watching as the stones rose higher and higher, until finally, the pharaoh's eternal resting place was complete. The pyramids remind us that humans, even thousands of years ago, had the ability to dream big and build something to last forever. They are a monument to human determination and faith. The Book of the Dead. Now we journey into the shadows, into the sacred silence of hidden tombs. Deep beneath the shifting sands, secret chambers wait, their walls painted with vibrant, colorful hieroglyphs and sacred symbols. Here, amidst depictions of gods, sailing boats, and the jackal-headed Anubis, lies the most important guide to the afterlife, the Book of the Dead. This wasn't a single book, but a collection of spells, prayers, and magical guides inscribed on papyrus rolls, tomb walls, and even sarcophagi. Egyptians believed that death was not an end, but a dangerous journey to a new existence, and this book was their map. Imagine an ancient scribe, a master of sacred writing, sitting with papyrus and ink, carefully inscribing words of immense power. Each spell had a specific purpose: to protect the soul from demons, to open sealed doors, to defeat monsters, and to navigate the dangerous rivers of the underworld. The most famous and terrifying moment of this journey was the weighing of the heart ceremony. The heart, which Egyptians believed was the seat of intelligence and emotion, was placed on a scale against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart was light, meaning the soul was pure and free of sin, the deceased could pass into the beautiful, eternal fields of peace, where they would live forever in paradise. But if the heart was heavy with lies, cruelty, or selfishness, it was instantly devoured by Ammit, a fearsome beast with the head of a crocodile, the body of a lion, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus. To prepare for this ultimate judgment, Egyptians filled tombs with copies of the Book of the Dead. They wanted to be ready for every challenge and to ensure a safe passage. Some scrolls were short, containing only a few essential spells, while others stretched over 40 meters, filled with intricate illustrations of gods, constellations, and sacred animals. Priests also performed a powerful ritual called the opening of the mouth, touching the mummy with ceremonial tools to restore the dead person's senses, allowing them to eat, speak, and breathe again in the afterlife. The air in the tomb would be heavy with incense, and the golden sarcophagi would shine in the dim torchlight as chants echoed through the silence. For the ancient Egyptians, death was not a finality, but a transformation. The Book of the Dead was their key to crossing the threshold into eternity, a testament to their profound belief in a life that continued beyond the physical world. Our journey tonight has taken us through the winding paths of ancient Egypt. We have sat beside Cleopatra, a queen of both wisdom and fiery passion. We have watched the pyramids rise, stone by stone, toward the heavens. And we have followed the soul through the sacred guidance of the Book of the Dead, stepping into the profound mystery of life after death. Now, let the sands of time settle around you. Imagine the Nile flowing slowly under the moonlight, the pyramids standing silent and majestic in the distance, and the desert air warm and still. Breathe deeply, and let the deep calm of Egypt's long history surround you. The journey is complete, but the dream continues. Rest now,